welcome back everyone. Little CSL After Dark action. Grant Zemp versus Chris Demers. Playing 3 sets. They played the 8-ball. Grant won 7-5. Now they're moving on to 9-ball. Make sure you guys share the stream lots for us. Should be noted they are playing 9-ball last. Did you guys discuss 9-ball last? Yeah?
Yeah.
Okay, good. Just checking. Nobody likes to see slashy early 9s on the Valley box. Grant's dog Goose came down to watch some pool too. Good little safe there. Chris going to the jump cue. Favor him to make it. The ball's so close to the hole. Derek always shares. Thank you, Derek. Much appreciated. I am following along with the Facebook and YouTube chat, guys. So you can comment on there. Got over the ball, but kicked into the 1. Didn't sell out, though. This might be another save from Mr. Zemp. Willie from Philly in the house again. Welcome, William. Good save there. I think this time quite a bit safer, although he can jump. He doesn't have a clear pot. You guys won't hear me do too much play-by-play as it's pretty quiet here in the basement. Don't want these guys to hear too much. Chris wishes he could see the right side of this one from his angle. Left side from our angle. That way he could just billiard in the 4, but I think he had that option, so he swerved it a little and played a beautiful little safety shot. Really nice. Grant's gonna kick at the 1 and probably call the 4. Tough to tell if the 5 is in the way of that, though. Which I think from this angle it looks like it probably is. Ooh. Little kick safe clinic here because he didn't call it, so he was only calling safe. That was a good shot. Mind you, didn't have to call it playing 9-ball, but he looked like he never had the intention of making the 4 there. It's a good shot. Chris with the 2 rail into it beautifully. Important to go 2 rails there and get the cue ball out like he did. Very nice shot. Soft draw there, although he got a little too much of it. Doesn't want to be over top. And he has to follow through to the end rail here. And back out. Needs to be around middle. Always really, really tough to get the required siding on that shot when jacked up over a ball. And now he's going to be kicking at this ball, but the kick is actually very tough, unless he goes 2 rails. Yeah. 2 rails. It is. It's always 2 rails when you ask the opinion, you know.
Right? It's the go-to answer.
It's never 1 because that'd be too obvious. You wouldn't need to ask for help, right? Or if you're Grant, you'd possibly contemplate the jump shot here.
I probably would contemplate.
I've seen you fly that far, yeah. Doing a little diamond system math here. Figure out the 2 rail. This is always a great system. It'll get you close every time. Touch of running siding, and beautiful shot. Really nice. Really nice shot.
Looks pretty good. Thanks, man.
He thanked me. You had to figure out.
He was the one that said 2 rails. I'd have jumped it.
He had to figure out the system to get there, though. He did well. Yeah, we got that side angle as well. William, although we try not to use it as much because that camera doesn't come through as clear.
Oh my gosh. Wow.
I feel like he deserved it, you know. It was like 2 good shots. Deserved a good rub.
What you mean? It's already busted,
Overhit this a touch. That cue ball is going to be a lot closer to the rail than you would like, but shouldn't be too much of a problem. Comes across, shoots the 9 in the top right. Although he used a lot of the pocket there on that 7, it didn't have to go in. Bit of a scrappy first game, but it goes to Chris nonetheless. That'll give us time to throw up a little poster here. Make sure you guys go check out cslipl.com. All the different divisions on there and the start times, as well as...
So is that Div 2 still open? Can I start to get into it right?
as well as all the requirements there for your Fargo rating. I would have to think Chris is going to play session 2, right?
I would have to think so.
Maybe. I'm thinking about it.
What's to think about?
Well, there's a lot of money. It sounds like a lot of fun, so I probably end up doing it.
Well, you got 2 months to think about it, so you're okay. You know.
I get 2 months worth of work before I can do that.
David Wilson, we don't do raffles anymore. That stuff's illegal. So there will be no upcoming raffles. It's Q Sports Live. Good break there from Chris. Nice control. Good shot on the 1 here. 2 over the hole. Tend to think maybe I aim for the 4 here. Cut the 1 in, use the 4.
Just one problem.
That damn sheep crap.
I'm usually against that.
Right?
It's nice to have a little target ball like that for the cue ball. He's got a nice target ball here. Oh, he hit it with heavy inside. He's going to have a corner shot here. This is not bad. I don't think that's where he wanted to be, but it's going to work. What's up, Mr. Nicklin? Oh, sounded like he miscued. And just enough contact there to leave Grant this 2 ball. Wall hooked, yeah. Only with the long cue, I think. So wall hook, you know. You can wall hook Grant because he plays with that extension. So. Bernie from San Antonio, welcome. Thanks for everyone else tuned in as well. Make sure you guys click that share button for us. Make sure you've gone and liked the Facebook, subscribe to the YouTube. Tell your friends about it. Got some good pool going on tonight. Final score between me and Jeff. Ooh, that's unfortunate. That cue ball slopped in the side there. He wanted to overcut it a little more, and then it would have missed the scratch. Caught it just a hair thick. But yeah, Guy, the score between me and Jeff, 3-0 in sets. We're up 1-0, so you should kick this ball in.
Right?
You should hook yourself on the 9 and then 2-rail kick. Yeah.
TV shot.
That's gonna be hard.
Derek, yeah, they must have been watching you miscue the other night.
I could find a way.
Stop for a 2-0 lead. Some slight foreshadowing there, possibly. I would have to think. Chris is going to come with it this set. Probably put it on him a little, even this up in sets. Get it to a deciding set.
Hey?
Play the classic 9 ball this year.
Yeah.
As you can see, Chris wearing one of his nice team shirts there from Jam Up Apparel.
You young bucks. I don't get a chance.
They do really great custom team shirts. If you guys are looking for that, go check out jamupapparel.com. Fully customizable, as well as all the basics, hats and hoodies and such.
Oh, totally.
Go for my good break side.
I gotta give you one so you feel you're doing well.
Hey?
I gotta give you one set so you feel you're doing well.
Right? Lulling me into a false sense of security again.
Hopefully you guys can hear a little bit of these guys too. We got the other mic turned on, just sort of pointing towards the table.
It's a good break.
That's what I wanted, right over top of the
So hopefully you guys can hear a little bit of them as well. Little banter back and forth, good stuff. Derek, yeah, you and Larry are a great matchup, of course, as well. Last I heard, Larry quit me, so maybe you can play him instead. You watch me play the first 2 sets against Jeff. He's still going to play. Larry never quits. But yeah, Derek, 6'6" versus 6'6". He's the closest Fargo matchup in the city, possibly. Unless there's somebody tied. Pretty routine out here. He just had to make sure he stayed on the correct side of this 4 ball, which he did. Punch this off the rail. Punch it a little. See how he did that? Just to create a little more speed from the angle. We love to hear it, Derek. Love to hear it, pal. Hope you're feeling better. This is not ideal, but I felt like he could cut this ball too. He called the bank pretty quick. He didn't have to call the bank either because they're playing 9, but he made a good pot there. Strong pot. Knew he didn't have to do too much there with the cue ball, so he kept it simple. Just ensured he made the bank and took what he could get on the 9. A little long, but not a problem. So we've had Division 2 and 3 playing for almost 8 weeks now. They've been absolutely loving it, as well as we've been enjoying watching it. I know personally I've had a great time watching it. All the different players playing from all over the place. Make sure you guys get signed up for Session 2. Going to be beginning soon, as well as the Pro Division Session 1 starting on March 15th.
End up tearing something off.
Good little cut break there.
This guy wants to make them all on the break.
One ball hit the horn. If he had have made the one there, he was in good shape as well, but this is not bad. Really good break there. Cut break for the win, says Edward. I like that. I personally love that little slight cut break. Sends the one towards his side, makes the wing ball. Usually works great in 9-ball. Oh, he's playing the safe there. I am surprised to see him play the safe there. I thought he could just roll that ball in,
Might hit too hard.
Did you play
And-
that safety, sir?
shape the 2, but he
No,
didn't like the angle, I guess.
That's safety.
I see. I see.
Just hit it a little bit.
I see how
Grant
this
is hooked on this ball,
I
but
see.
he's got a pretty routine one rail to hit it. And I think we'll see him go for the short cue, which he is.
Jump cue.
This one this time.
Ah.
He's full cue in this because he's only, less than half ball hooked. Full cue with the thumper, gets over that ball easy, but how unlucky is that? Super unlucky to end up behind that 4 after a great shot.
No good deed.
Right? No good shot goes unpunished.
My good shots go unpunished all the time, just saying.
Hey.
So, 2 reds?
2 rails.
No, I'm gonna kill you.
He didn't need his phone a friend because there's only 1 rail, yeah. We saw one of those shots earlier, jacked over a ball, extremely hard to get the siding correct, but he did well there to make contact. And he's left it tough for Chris here.
I didn't actually think you photographed.
What's up, Brian Pittman?
I didn't. I played mulligan.
I just meant finding one.
Oh, I don't have any.
That was a head scratch for David. Hey, David. Let's see what Chris does here. I tend to think the safe is probably the right play, but if he likes the combo, then he can go for the combo. I'm doing good, Ryan. Soon, Joey. Hopefully soon. I didn't forget about
Thank goodness.
the lessons we still have
So good.
that you prepaid
Thank
for.
goodness.
Hopefully we can get those
your
in soon.
turn. You jump in.
Little
That's
unlucky
so
there
good.
for Chris to have made the ball.
You can
He
get out
got
your
the
short
safe
stick.
really
David,
nice,
just
but
feel like that from my ass.
let's see. Is this 2-ball frozen? I don't think it is. If it was, then you can actually cut it in with lots of siding, but not easy, of course, by any means. He's going to kick 1 rail for the hit. Of course, Joey. Of course. We will find time when the rooms are open and we can get back on the 9-foot. Yeah, if only there was a 7-foot diamond around, yeah. Something we're going to work on in the near future here for the Zemp basement is hopefully a diamond table. Yeah, there you go, Joe. You get to force a pool date. Shot there. Good control. Not easy cutting those into a blind pocket, but he put it right in the heart. Little stop shot there. Kind of dragged off the rail nicely. Stop shot here is good as well. Joey, you're going to bring the flowers? And a good cleanup from Mr. Zemp there. Ties it at 2.
Deuces!
Deuces, as they say. If you guys got any juniors or you know any juniors who play and they want to play in a competitive league, no cost involved here at CSL IPL for the juniors. 2 different divisions, 17 and under and a 13 and under. Going to be playing for lots of great prizes. They are registering now for session 1 for them. Will start on May 3rd. That's something we really hold close is the junior division. We want to grow the game. The only way to do that is to get the juniors involved. Of course, Grant and I both have young boys that are going to play. See you soon, Ryan. Take care. Scratch on the break from Grant there. Tough ball at first glance is probably the 6. But the 2 to the 3 is not that easy either because you want to be kind of where the 5 ball is when you shoot the 3. That way you can get on the 4. You don't want to shoot the 3 and have the cue ball go into the 9-7. So that's the key shot right there. I think I'd still rather be on this side of the ball than the other side, so workable. Plays the bank, but that was always going to be a 2-way if it didn't work out. Good shot. I think we'll see Grant kick here because the jump is tough to land in between the 7 and the 3. Certainly the kick is the better option. And he's gotten away with it. Full ball hook, I believe.
Load up the left-hand juice!
See if Chris can find this little kick safe off the top rail. Should be able to contain the cue ball behind the 9. He hit it firm trying to stop it, but he hit the wrong side of the 3, so it didn't quite stop. Although, I don't think he sold out. I don't think the 3 goes between the 5, 6 and the side. If it does, the 6 ball is still a little bit tough here in this rack. Joey, do we have posters for Junior League for girls and boys? Of course, the Junior League is open to all, girls and boys. Grant just put his boys on the poster. We'll have to make some posters with girls on the posters as well.
We can do that. We have this technology.
Good looking out, Joey, and good thinking. We want to make sure we're appealing to both. Tricky little shot here. Joey, I'm sure we can make that work.
And it gets
He didn't try. He was playing safe. He was playing safe.
One of those ones where I play safe and make it.
But yeah, as I was saying there, Joey, once we got that poster done for the juniors, the girls on it, we'll send it to you. Currently, we just have those two. We just have two posters, one for the 17 and under and one for the 13 and under, both with Grant's boys on there.
I didn't see if you
Get in there.
3 or the 7 first.
Oh, it's 7 all day long. All day long, 7 balls.
Doesn't matter what this is.
So still the 6 ball being the problem here in this rack.
Yeah, you got a long way to go there.
Well, and I only get a piece of the 3.
So see what Chris can do to solve that problem. I think you get the proper angle on the 5. You sort of just nudge the 6. Uses the 7 to stop the cue ball so that he has the proper angle on the 4 to get around for the 5. Spin shot. Todd, we had dinner. It was fast food. Oh, this is too far. And now he's hampered a little by the 8. And he needs to sort of draw the cue ball all the way over the side rail and back out. Very difficult shot. I'll show you guys the side angle here so we can see the shot a little better. We managed to power forward, and he's got a look at the 6, but not an easy shot. Meatloaf, Todd, that's my favorite. A QR code on it would be a great idea too, Joey. In Hipsterville. A QR code on our posters too?
Smart.
Joey said she's living in Hipsterville, so she knows what's up, right?
I like it. QR code is where it's at.
Oh, he just about
I almost
got-
stood up there. If I stood up, that goes in.
Well, I think even the fact that you half stood up means it should have went in. You flinched way too soon.
I did.
Let's try and put a raw bank anyway.
Larry, I'm ready for Tuesday. I'm warming up my commentary voice. Apparently Derek wants some of your action too. Did we get the over the table camera yet? No. It's a little tricky in here. I think we're gonna work on it though. Run some wires. Figure out a way.
3-2. My break then.
3-2 makes it Chris's break here. Make sure you guys go check out JacobyCustomCues.com as well. All kinds of great stuff on there. Really, really high-end cues and everything in between that, and some lower-end ones on the cheaper side. If you don't want to spend, I think this Shaka Zulu cue went in the range of 30,000, somewhere around there. That cue, $35,000 for that cue.
Really?
So, but Jacoby does have some cues that are a lot cheaper for the average person. And the
Every
home,
cue has sold from their winning.
and it should be noted that every single one of those People's Choice Cue of the Year award winners was sold every single year. Somebody out there loves buying that stuff.
Oh, there's the break. There's the break.
Personally, I know there's a player in Alberta, I won't say exactly where. They have like in the range of $125,000 worth of cues. Collector's items, not cues that you play with, but this guy was playing with one. I couldn't believe it. He's like, here, you want to hit some balls? Not really. It's like a $12,000 cue.
Oh, you gotta hit it. Oh. Gotta hit it.
A little short there. Still okay. I like that shot. With inside spin, that cut is considerably easier. You can aim a little thinner. I tend to think that thin cut with inside, it is such a high percentage shot from there. Even though he came up well short, it wasn't a problem at all.
Chunked it.
Oh, he did hit it fat. He said right away he chunked it, which means he hit it thick.
I overstroked it, I chunked it.
I'll put the 7 down and let
That
you
was
take the
about
9 from
everything
there.
wrong on that shot.
I'll let you take the 9 from there.
Okay.
Yeah. Chris was okay with him shooting the 9 from there. It's going to be a tough shot.
7.
Tricky because of the bridging out of the pocket. Oh, that's extremely well hit and extremely unlucky.
He damn near overcut that.
Extremely unlucky to overcut it and scratch there. It's just a tough roll.
Dang near overcut that.
Such a tough shot,
Right side.
long and thin, and then you add in bridging out of the pocket like that is gonna make it a lot more difficult. I like just going like one rail and barely to the second rail there. That way I can't come across the line. Sort of like he did there. It's easy to overhit it, but he did just fine to get on the 9.
Ward.
4-2, Mr. Zemp. And breaking. Believe he broke and run last time he was in this position, so that would be big here to lead 5-2, and he did win the 8-ball, Larry Wolper. Grant won 7-5 in the 8-ball, so I'm sure Chris would love to win this set and force a decider. Because if he loses this set, then the best he can really do is win the third set and be behind a set overall anyway. So I can watch Grant's 3-ball. Will go in here in the top right, and the 1 will go towards the left side. Although he hit it so hard, none of the above happened.
Safety break.
Safety break. It's so hard to push on the Valley box playing 9-ball. Very hard to push out. almost have to push
Sorry,
out
Chris.
to a jump shot often.
Do you ever send
Yeah. Okay.
push?
Yeah.
It's usually push to a jump or a kick safe. And here I think is push to a jump. Which jump you want to push to is the question, but I think it's can maybe just use the 3 ball to hold the cue ball behind the 4-2. Make him jump over the 4-2. Can even kind of tie up the 3 a little as some insurance.
Oh, didn't even make it.
He didn't want to make it.
Had to jump on the side.
He wanted to just leave it tied up over there, but
Bad push.
not the best push shot. Well, he needed a good push shot there too, because he doesn't want to be going down 5-2 here.
No.
Oh, okay.
Had to think about it for a sec. I did too. I was thinking about it. I'm like, wait.
I totally had to think about
I'm like, aren't they playing 9 ball? He didn't have to call the shot.
it. You didn't have me, I can tell you.
I am going to have to start heckling Grant soon if he takes a 5-2 lead. So he knows it, and that's why he missed that ball.
That's what I get for trying to play that with inside.
He misses good, though. He was watching me earlier.
Well, you know, you watch the best sometimes. He kind of rubs off every now and again.
Got to get lucky in this game, especially 9 ball. Ball's got to roll your way in a short race. What a great hit.
Great effort, for sure.
Not easy to get through there to hit that ball like that. He did well. Had to just miss the 4.
Stroke test.
He did really well. Grant says stroke test. Yeah, he's going to jack up a little. And draw to the rail and back over. He says the test failed. Big chance for Chris here
Wasn't even close.
to get this to 4-3. Then he'll be breaking, be on serve.
Not even
Great chance here. And the ball's laid nice for him.
That was terrible.
Just needs to make sure he gets the correct angle on the 3 to get to the 6. And then the work is done. Stabbed it a little, yeah. Yeah, kind of snatched at it a bit there on that shot, which is easy to do. Jacked up and shooting long, trying to get lots of spin. Easy to sort of snatch at it a bit. Yeah, sorry, the correct angle on the 3 to get to the 4, to get to the 6. I think he's okay here. Ooh, he got away with murder there.
Yeah, I don't know.
Grant yells, I saw that. Oh, no.
Did you see that?
Derek Moore, you were right. They were watching you. It's contagious. Miscue.
Oh, God
Although, all he's left is a bank or a safe shot for Grant here. But I think we'll see him take on the
Safe.
bank.
I will make that.
I've been making those draw shots like that, or those stop shots, all day long.
Just not today.
Does that mean you've been practicing all day? Getting,
I mean the last 7
getting ready? The last 7 minutes?
months.
Oh, months, okay.
Been working at home. It's just my first set out, and I definitely find that when you're
I'm a side bank.
waiting in between and when you're not doing it consistently,
Changes
it
everything.
feels different. It feels totally different.
It's like trying to play team league, right? Same, different.
Or Scotch doubles. That's why I
different
don't like
animal.
Scotch all that much.
Mm-hmm. It's the sitting in between shots. It can be a killer.
Yeah. Maybe I've decided I'm a bit of a rhythm player. that's a trap.
Yeah, it's that twist, Derek. That's usually what causes it. I find that's what happens to me a lot anyway. I like that, Edward. Might have to use that one.
Hey there.
Oh, 2 rails caught a piece of the horn. Just got by the 9. He's okay.
Grant, your rails are funny.
Needs to bear down here and make sure. Which he does nicely. It's a good shot. Not easy when you're fighting it a little. Derek, you and me both, my friend. Not just some bigger box events, but just some bigger events. Period. Jelly rolls everywhere, says Edward. Edward says a friend of his likes to call it a miscuculation.
Nice.
Ooh.
Bum, bum, bum.
Make sure you guys go check out cslipl.com. Tell your friends about it. All the different divisions signing up there. Lots of info on the website. Definitely let us know if you got any questions. You can email us, qsportslive@gmail.com. Or you can Facebook Messenger us. We're pretty quick with getting back to those. Lots of great stuff happening. Make sure you guys have liked the Facebook page and subscribe to the YouTube channel.
Well, I hadn't mentioned it before, Ben, but I'm donating all of Grant's winnings to the junior program.
Oh, snap. Chris is donating all of Grant's winnings to the junior program.
We gotta help the kids, right?
So we're doubling that up then.
10K added 10 ball in Lincoln City. I never got to make it down to play that event. I really wish they still had it too. Because that's a great location for a tournament. And I've never been to Oregon. Great break from Chris here. Little bit of trouble. 5, 6. 7's in a bit of a weird spot there as well, but good opening shot on the 1 here. I don't mind going into the 7 here if it is in a weird spot on the rail. Should still have shape on the 2. Oh, he went into the 2 and he got a bad rub. Got a real bad rub. It's gonna sting a little. See if Grant can solve the problem.
Let's make sure to rub off something.
Yeah.
Oh, Grant's shaping the bank. Suppose he can send the cue ball into the 6 here. Which he does, and gets the insurance from the 6, but he's hooked behind the 9. Yeah, Derek, that's what I'm saying. Hopefully your shoulders will be good enough for the 9 foot by the time we can go down there. I certainly missed the 9 foot.
Good hit.
Yeah, good hit. No reward. I think Chris can pot this in the side. Come around 2 rails to play the 7 in the top right next. Which he does very nicely. And he doesn't want to be frozen on the rail. He wanted to be just the right amount off the rail where he is now. Makes this 7 a lot easier to pot.
Yep.
Oh, but he popped it a little too much and it came
All day long.
into the horn and out off the rail.
Get up no confidence.
Needs to shake off a couple of bad shots and try to stay focused here. Still lots of games to play. Grant landed on what we like to call the 50-yard line there, and he's gotten away with absolute murder.
Are you kidding me?
So gross.
He was watching me earlier quite intently.
God.
Had his notebook out and figured out how to miss very luckily.
It's good.
Gotta miss good.
Oh. And gets rewarded, I hope.
Nope.
Because I don't deserve this game, that's for sure.
Oh.
Yeah, got a little unlucky there. Made a fairly good effort to kick at that ball. It was not easy. Grant says he doesn't deserve it, and he's right. No business winning this game. After that.
I don't
Nonetheless,
deserve that one, Chris.
up
If I don't make it,
5-3.
sure you do.
Hey?
If I don't make it, sure you do.
No, I don't deserve that
Whatever the ball lies, that's the way the ball lies.
You see the camera swaying just a little. I'm just going to see if I can stop it from swaying, so I'll just throw up this poster quick.
one. That was pretty gross.
If we start worrying about those on either side,
Pretty gross. What you doing, Ben? I think the carpet must have pushed just a little. Oh, at some point, because it was swaying. It's making me seasick.
does it match the drapes?
That was a bad.
No, it doesn't. Well, yeah, actually, it almost does, right?
Something like that.
Yeah.
Close.
Pretty close.
That was bad, said Grace. A luck suck.
1 to the 2, eh? Who's gonna help me out here? Not that way.
No, that's not going to help. Didn't miss good that time.
Great thought.
Oh, am I playing bad or what?
Ricky. Grant won the 8 ball, 7-5.
Yeah, we all know that.
Yeah, I felt bad after that last game.
Good stroke from Chris there. I feel like he came up a little short, but he's got it. I could see kind of sitting to the bottom left of the table there, so right in line with this. He's got it. Use the 6 to hold the cue ball for the 3 in the side next. Good shot. Slightly more angle than you would like on this, but still very workable. Ricky, you got a pool table in BC. You should play the Ghost League. Session 2 starting May 3rd. I think you have an established Fargo now, so I think you'd fit in Division 4. It's a lot of fun. You get to watch all the players that you've been not seeing for a while. It is indeed me, Ricky. And for anyone else out there new to Q Sports Live or just tuning in, it is Ben Francis on the mic here. Watching a little CSL After Dark, cheap sets. These guys play in 3 sets. Grant won the 8 ball 7-5. Leads 5-3 in the 9 ball, and we'll have 10 ball set coming up after this. I'm gonna have to start heckling Grant soon here now that he's got a sizable lead. Inexpense ice? Is that a word, John? Oh, there you go. Inexpensive. Thought that's what you were trying to say, but
Well, there we go.
yeah, nobody likes to be called cheap, right? It's cheap sets, not cheap people. Are they playing for Loot Fisk? Fat fingers. John, I know the problem. I know the feeling. Thank goodness for autocorrect. 5-4 here. Chris to break.
Okay, buddy, let's go.
Those 3 ballers.
Commentator's curse. Yeah, Marshall had to do it to him. Couldn't have him taking a 6-3 lead there. It was no good. Got to keep the fans in it. Nice cut break there from Chris. Really well done.
Nice break.
Shape on the 1 ball. And as you can see, if the 1 happened to go in, he was still on the 2. He had a shot on the 2 if the 1 happened to go in. Possibly Edward. Possibly. So this 1 to the 2 is tough. Is the exact shot I was thinking of as well. Send the cue ball behind the 7-8. Well played, but he just peeked out a little. Well, I wouldn't say he's sold out by any means because the 1 to the 2 is very difficult, even if he could back cut this in the bottom right. So I think we'll see him try to roll onto the 5 maybe. Oh, he's playing below the 3.
Oh, that's an unlucky bounce.
If he didn't catch the horn, he had him hooked behind the 3. And now Chris has a transition from the 1 to the 2. It's just to play the 1 in the corner and roll forward. Possibly cue ball into the 8. We punched it out, and I think he's just okay. The nice thing with the shot that he played before that was it opened the 7 a little, but he drew the cue right in the side.
Went for bad luck, I wouldn't have any at all.
Right?
Balls are rolling tough here.
I thought I actually had enough for the 2. So there's one shot here, or else I just touch it.
Yeah.
Good shot there from Grant. Position on the 3 to roll forward for the 5 in the side next. Well done. If he wins this game, gets himself on the hill, I really got to turn up the heckling. Although, I know Grant, he's pretty competitive. He wants to win here.
Wow.
He wants to have fun, but he also wants to win. So he won't be happy with that.
This
Great.
played right from the 3. I wanted to go off the 7 and open it up.
Yeah, I kind of figured you did, and that's why when you didn't touch it and went through it, I went, okay, now.
Great chance for Chris here to tie this at 5. Oliver, it has been a while. We're trying to go live more often now that the league is up and running, and we can take some of our focus away from that to give you guys some pool to watch here.
Wow,
So we're trying to get some matchups going.
Oh, you're fine. You're all
I'm
good.
fine.
Got
You're hitting for what I expected.
Grant and Chris today. We have Grant and Rob Dayton on Saturday. Sounds like I've got Larry scheduled for next Tuesday. We're gonna try to keep the ball rolling. No pun intended. Keep the matches going. Keep the fans entertained. And it's a great way for us to get the word out about the league. So make sure you guys go check out cslipl.com.
So I haven't thrown up anything to the team yet about
Lots of great
VNEA, but I was
info
wondering
on there.
next week or 2.
Yeah.
I'm thinking at best we have 4.
Well, I can go so long as the borders are open.
I'm
Well,
the s- I'm-
CSL will be there so long as the borders are open.
Right, well, I'm the same way, because if I have to quarantine, it'll be
I
at home,
can't.
and I'm working from home anyway.
Yeah, I can't quarantine at home for
Right.
however long.
I'm pretty sure Mike's gonna be, I'm not sure about him, in terms of,
Marshall wants to know, how long have I been at it? I play great. Thank you, Marshall.
no, I thought he was pretty good, but,
Competitively, I've been playing for about
certainly healthy now. And
15
Jeff said
years.
the borders are open.
Ugh, sounds like a lot when you say it out loud.
And Don might be a no.
I started playing like some cheap tournaments when I was about 16.
Just got taken up in a merger. and they-
Although my dad had me playing when I was young,
So he's a
10,
maybe right.
probably around the age of 10, which would put it at 21, 22 years that I've been playing now.
Nice touch.
I like to word it in competitive senses. I didn't play in junior leagues and such, so didn't really start getting overly competitive with different players until the small Saturday cheap tournaments.
I think I do. Let's try. Or do I just want to do that? That's easier. Kind of like that. Okay.
you have that
Definitely,
conversation
I
with
put
yourself?
I've put a ton of time in. One of
What?
one of the breakthrough years was probably when I was um, 19 to 20,
Uh-oh.
Gonna find the port
Yeah.
every time.
and I
I played
was
for the port.
I worked at the pool room for a little while, so I spent a lot of time on the tables. And then I was always kind of the player to play tournaments, league, travel, go to Vegas every year. Always, mixing it up with guys for cheap
But yeah, I'm gonna be talking
sets
to the boys, so I'll
and
probably put up something in our chat
just
next week sometime and just
playing a lot.
Like,
I've definitely put in a lot of time. Glad to hear you're getting a table, Oliver. Hopefully you can join in on the league as well. Dayton, that's correct. You guys are on Saturday. Although, unfortunately, Rob, I will not be able to make it on Saturday to heckle and do commentary.
What do you do here?
So maybe we'll see if Larry's around to spice it up for you guys. Or Jeff Wanless does a fantastic job as well.
I wasn't so sad about leaving me one of them.
Are Chase and Eric playing their match there? No, I think Chase and Eric are planning on playing at Vino's, although his cloth is being redone, so I'm not sure now where that's going to occur, or if, or when, for that matter. Speak of the devil, there's Chase himself. Maybe he can answer that question.
That was supposed to draw in more.
Yeah, this Saturday,
Or
Rob.
behind the forward
That's
of
right.
that ball.
This Saturday.
Cue ball was supposed to
High.
You guys are still on for this Saturday. Chase. Yeah, maybe a little extra because I'm trying to keep the volume down because these guys can hear me.
What?
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 You can hear me.
Hear you even when you whisper.
Can hear me whisper, but you can't hear exactly what I say.
All I hear is.
Perfect.
Yeah. He sounds like the Peanuts. Wah, 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 wah.
That's all I want you to hear. Yeah. Good hit there, but no reward. Joey wants to know how much did my game suffer when I couldn't play. I'm not sure because I kind of always could. I never really went more than like maybe 2 months, 3 months without playing. For the most part. It's never been more than like a week, 2 weeks, 3 weeks.
I'm fine with it.
Yeah.
I've been fortunate to always have good tables, good pool rooms, lots of tournaments, plenty of competition,
Why so short?
plenty of great players to learn from.
Oh,
Blessed in that
Christ.
sense.
Feel your pain.
Fun to watch and listen to your guys. Thanks, Marshall. Appreciate it. Oliver, that's good to hear. You've played lots. Definitely, when you're younger, you soak it up a little more. And there's so much to learn in this game. Oh, Chris switch shot that one and got away. He was a little worried.
I thought I was doing it
He
again.
shot it lefty though. That should be noted. That was a switch shot there. And he hit it pretty well.
Left-handed too.
Left-handed, indeed.
I noted
Switch
that.
hitter.
I noticed.
Been working.
Such
There is
a
zero chance that I could have pulled that off left-handed.
such a great
wouldn't have
tool
hit the
to
ball.
have if you can
Do that left-handed.
manage to control it. Really great tool to have is the ability to switch hands.
Little homage to Mr. Bjornstad.
Right?
wants to know, so a few months as a newer player, I've always said, and I learned this from a couple of great players, but one in particular that I'll mention was Billy Thompson once said that the time off can actually help a lot because you lose your bad habits. So that little break in between, the 3 months or few months or so, can actually help Joey. So don't think about it too much. I wouldn't read into it too much. When you can get back on a table, just start putting in the time again, and pool can be like kind of like riding a bike. Takes a little time, but
I always used to fall off my bike.
you'll get right back into it. You'll have no problem. Chris on the hill and breaking.
He's on the hill?
This set sure turned around quick.
It's a golden 9 when you're on the break, right? on the hill.
Oh, yeah, we're only racing to 7.
Only to 7.
Shit. I thought we were going to 9.
Grant says, expletive. Going to 9.
Look at this break.
That's
Look
a
at this
pretty good break from Chris there. I think he can use the 6 to hold the cue ball here. When he shoots the 1, I'll get him on the 2.
The one I wanted when I didn't get the cue ball. Actually, I wanted the one.
See, there you go. Joey Oliver says,
Because then this shot's a lot easier.
play like a champ when I take time off. Yeah, honestly, that losing the bad habits, forgetting the bad habits, thinking more about your stance and the stroke and making sure you're doing things proper rather than just going through the motions.
It's still not the best result.
He doesn't like it. I would love it.
There's a positive side
Cut
to
this.
this. You're still at the table and
Slow.
you're still shooting.
Well, I know I've got a
Slow cut, and if it doesn't hit the 6, it should slow down around middle table.
Aren't you kicking this?
Sticking back it in there.
Right?
Laura brings up another great point for you, Joey, and watching helps a ton if you can't play. I've always been one to just always watch a lot of pool. Certainly helped my game a lot.
Holy.
I should be a champ. When I'm done with you, you got it, Joey.
How did that
I
actually?
don't want flowers, though.
Did you put it inside?
Yeah, a little bit.
I
That's how it went there.
don't want any
Enough
flowers.
inside that I was hoping to pull it to like here. All right, well, I'll just bank it and be done with it.
There you go. I like it. Get aggressive with it.
Says he's just going to bank it and be done
It's
with it.
9 ball after all.
It is 9 ball.
So, back where he's standing, I think. No, to the top left here. Straightened out a lot, but where's it going
6
to
ball
end
off.
up? Off
In.
the 6 and in? Very nearly. So a chance for Grant to possibly get this to Hill. Always watch, Joey. You got it. Mike Dunn also had another great point, although Mike is in the YouTube chat, so you can't see him, Joey. But Mike said, you come back without expectations. Which can be very true as well.
It's easy when you got that stroke.
Hey?
It's easy when you got that stroke.
Yeah.
And that stroke is easier when you have a Jacoby shaft.
Nick Obi, what?
I don't like this. I went too far.
It doesn't like
He
it
did
either.
go a little far here. I think this is where he just kind of sacrifice. Maybe just roll it, take the distance. Oh, he drilled it, trying to go around. This is no hanger.
For lunch.
Oh, that's pretty thin. That's pretty thin Wouldn't want to scratch and make it too easy on Chris, though. You gotta make him work for it a little.
Oh, for lunch, I say. I had to jinx myself.
You can always do that too. I've heard of players doing that, Joey, practicing even without the table, you know? It's the old pop bottle trick.
Very good, very good.
Stroke into a pop bottle. And it helps keep it straight, you know? There's little ways you can help practice, but anyway, we can get more into that in the next video after these guys take a quick little 5-minute break. They're going to play a set of 10 ball next. The deciding set. So thanks everyone for tuning in. Make sure you go like the Facebook page, subscribe on the YouTube channel. We'll be back in about 5 minutes.